Again, this is Old Man PHP. I create PHP video tutorials for the old guys who want to learn a new skill and compete with the young crowd. This is video 124V, as you can see. Listen, I want to apologize again. I know I keep doing it. I keep saying I'm going to get a better computer, but right now I can't. But when the time comes, a lot of medical bills. I've gotten sick and I'm still sick, but I'm doing the best I can, and I'm trying to keep my head up high, and I want to completely create these videos because I do have a bunch of them in mind. And then after that, we'll jump into the WordPress stuff because it's important. Because remember, WordPress is written on PHP, and that's going to be great. Now, this project will be one project. Then we're going to go to another project, which is actually creating my simple landing page for convert to WordPress.com website. And because I'm going to still sell my services as long as I'm alive. So anyway, please forgive me. And sometimes I'm late with dropping videos and YouTube. I'm so sorry. I apologize. I'm doing the best I can, and hopefully in the long run you will help me too. Anyway, and in this video, now on the last video we talked about, what did we talk about? Oh yeah, the error messages. Remember when it pops up on the screen? Well, on this one I wanted to also do the same thing, but in this thing that I'm trying to show you right here is the what is it? I call it the timeout system. It's a snippet. You put these snippets in a few of the PHP files, like for instance the index file, which is the login file, right? I mean the login page. And then you have your dashboard, and basically what else do we have? Oh yeah, and the master template. I put them in there, so I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. See right here, if you see, this is the message I'm talking about. Now I already showed you messages when you insert stuff to a database, right? When you update the record in the database, or when you delete a database, or when you select, you get these messages. Remember, you've seen it already. I'll show you in a second. Above, like right here, from the dashboard, right? You will see them. It'll be like a green. Some of them will be like all light color, of course, and blue. Not one's a green. Maybe it is blue. I'm not sure. And red and possibly yellow, like this one. And in this one, we got it in the login page. Now, my login page is the index page. You can change it to login.php. It's up to you. But I like index because the moment you connect this to a domain name and the domain name connects to it, it always looks for the index page. It looks for the index.php or the index.html. You could do other things like login, but you have to kind of tell it using that file. What is it called? I showed you how to do that too. Right now off my head I can't remember. So what I did was I did all these things. I would like to say one more thing. Oh, see, this is it. Now what I did was I logged for tests, and it's going to be 30 minutes, so I'm not going to be doing it. That's why I'm kind of showing you now that you have been logged out due to a 30-minute inactivity, right? Please log in again, and you log in. And the reason I did that is because I wanted, like right now, you're not going to see this in a regular situation, because you're going to log in, and and that's it. And once you log in, it takes you right to the dashboard. Then from the dashboard, of course, it depends on what you're doing. It calls the master template, and the other ones are called what is it? Which I didn't put it in, but you could. The supplier one and the category page, which it should be there too, the timeout stuff. But right now, for now, when I'm completely done with all this, all those other things will be added to those pages too. But for now, it's going to be in the index.php and the master.template.php, and of course the dashboard. So if you kind of go like this, you log in, then boom. Oh, sorry. Every time I have to take my time. Take it easy. Let it go. Okay, now go. That's because my computer is no good. Now see how you logged in. You could do a lot of work. You could do. Look, I added some stuff. Now remember, if I wanted to delete the pineapple, you get your message. Remember this is what I was talking about? And of course you can get rid of it. Okay. Now it's just waiting and waiting and waiting. And then let's say 30 minutes. We started this in what? 9:21. Maybe 9:20 or 9:21, right? We're doing work. Let's say we left it like this and we walked away. And in 30 minutes, when you're trying to do something, like you're trying to, maybe, oh, I forgot, I need to add something, or I need to change something, I need to search something, anything that you would do, oh, I'm going to hit this, you know what I mean? Anything that you're going to do here, what happens is, if you already passed that 30-minute limit, logs you out. That's that message that you saw before. Remember that? So if I went to the what is the index page? This is my index page. Okay. Why is it? Oh man, I don't know. Man. I apologize. I gotta get a better machine. I have to. Anyway, if you go here, you'll see it. This is the actual page that you saw before, right? The index page. And as you can see, right, calls the config, that starts the sessions. Remember that? Now it runs the HTML5 stuff, which is HTML. I like 5 because I'm using all the things that go with it, because this is why we're doing this. Anyway, of course, English, UTF, the whole thing. You got your link for your Bootstrap, CSS. Right, so that way you can use these little things here, the classes. Right here, as you can see, you got a div. Remember, div is what is it? A div. Div is it's a box, right? So you got the start div, and here's your ending div, right here. So what you do is, this is the actual login. Remember this? We're not gonna wait for 30 minutes because this course will be done in 30 before that. So we'll go over here, and this is your login, right? You know it's gonna be posts. You got all these tokens, username, password, blah 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 blah. That's what this is, right? You log in, take that time, and go. Good. And you're in here, right? So you do this. So what happens is, in this situation, when you first start up, you're gonna look at this. You're gonna say, "Wait a minute, timeout hasn't been done yet." So we're gonna avoid all this. All this. This is what gives you the message that we showed you before. Remember? You have been logged out due to 30 minutes. But since you haven't done anything, this is your first time, you're not gonna see anything, right? So now when you go into the dashboard. Where is it? Right here. When you go to the dashboard, I added this. And remember this? This is just to start the session case. And what I did was, I created a variable called timeout duration 18. That's 30 minutes. And then if it's set, which is not set yet, you're gonna go like this. Not yet. You're gonna add this here. Right. Let me see. And then you're gonna check out if the session, you're gonna use the time. This is the thing of the system's time, or the system that you're using, your hosting system, not your maybe it is from that. and then you check to see if mine is this, right? If it's doing this, it's doing that, nothing yet. It goes like this. It checks it out, sets it back, and over here, it creates this. This came from well, not yet anyway. So you come over here, it does this, does this, does all the work. It's already picked up the 30 minutes time. I'm showing you this quick so you can see it, in case you want to stop and, you know, and go. Let me see. And then of course you got your JavaScript. Remember the JavaScript that has all these things that we created from before? You didn't have to have none of these things if you didn't want to, but it's a good idea to have the JavaScript anyway. And then of course, you know, it checks for the construct, the timeout duration, 30, 60, 1000. The timeout. This does the start of the timeout. This is the JavaScript part of it. If everything works out good, and you haven't time, see, this is the thing that does it. JavaScript is, the moment you get into an HTML page and it has JavaScript, and the JavaScript will run. Then it does this start time. That's what this is. This is the clear time. So when you clean it, it says it right here. Every time it's already running, clear it. Set a new timer to redirect for 30 seconds. That's what this is. And if it is, boom, you get this. And once the moment you get this, it goes right back to here. Goes right back to here. It goes down the line and then it reads it. So, oh yeah, we got a timeout, because it'll pop up over here. Index, what, you know, question mark, error equal timeout. And that's what this is. And this is why when it times out, you're going to see that you get that box. You know, you get the, let's get out of here. You get the box right over here telling you that you timed out. Where is it? Was I there first? There it goes. So the JavaScript is the thing that runs it. See? On window on load, I want you to start this timeout. This is the timer. It does all these things, gives you the timeout, gives you the 30 minutes. If the mouse is moving, it'll trigger that. If the mouse goes like you hit the key like this, then it'll trigger that and checks. And that's where you get calls index.php, sends that message timeout, index.php, reads it, and then gives you that message. Plus this form, this particular form right here. Right? So I know that the dashboard does the job. Where is it? Why is it I'm not getting it? Okay, it goes. So you go like this, and that's it. Basically, that's it. Isn't that cool? Serious. This is the thing that loads it. This one, the moment the window's loaded, boom. Okay, so you know, maybe I know you're not a JavaScript person. I get it. But if you do these things, just put it in, do what I'm doing. It'll work for you. Then little bit by little, you just learn a little bit more about JavaScript and what it's doing. If you look at it, if you learn, remember I mentioned this way back, that if you learn JavaScript, you can pick up PHP easy, and if you learn PHP, you can pick up JavaScript easy. And that's what that was for my medication. Anyway, that's why. So I did the same thing. Now, if you're over here, let's get at it. Let's get in there. Okay, you're in here. You're ready to do something. Of course, it's going to call a master template. Calls a master template and does the same thing, just like the dashboard. See, it checks for any activity, blah blah blah, and that. Because remember, we're doing two things. We're doing the thing that's happening in the in the JavaScript side, and then also doing it on the in the PHP side. Because you know what's going to happen is that somebody's going to turn off the JavaScript side, and this part of the PHP side is going to work. And this is what it's the same thing. Checks for that. If it's greater than equal to this, clears and destroys the sessions. That's what this is. Redirects to the login timeout, and then of course you get those messages. So good stuff. See, look, it's the same thing. If I go here, from here to slow. To where? To here. And then over here, dashboard. The same thing. From here, where is it? To here. And by doing that, you actually covering the JavaScript side, which is the client side, this part of the side, and of course in the PHP side. Because it's going to go back to, no matter what it is, it's over. The JavaScript is to get it started. The moment you do that, the moment you do that, boom, 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 that's already starting a timer. That's it. The moment. Then you go like this, you log in, and then PHP takes over for that part, tells the thing all these little steps, and then if you're going to do something, master template does it for you. It's pretty good, because I believe that remember, when you write stuff, let's be honest, security must come first. Like for an inventory, management dashboard, anything. If someone walks away from their desk, you don't want a random person stepping in and messing with the supplier and the category table, right? And since I'm running a PHP backend, which is the cleanest way to handle this, is a dual layer approach, like JavaScript timer on the front end for a smooth user experience, and then you got your backed up to a strict PHP session validation, which I have been showing you on the server side. So no one can bypass it. We're catching it both ways just in case, which is a good thing, right? You want things to be smooth, you want everything to be good. Remember one thing, the PHP backend part, that's the security lock. We need to check how long the user has been inactive. Every time a page loads or an AJAX request is made, and if it's been more than 30 minutes, we destroy the sessions and boot them to the login page. You can put this logic right on the top, which I've been showing you. You could have put it in the bottom, not in the bottom, but not all the way on top, but like what we did, where we moved it over so that way we can see it. But it always should be on top, always below the configuration file, whatever files that you need first, right? That might give you like the errors and stuff, all the stuff that I've been showing you. And you can put this logic right on the top of the core initialization, or a separate file, right? A header file. Whenever you run a section start with, that's what it should be. Which is kind of cool, because you know when you got that session, what is it? Where is the thing? Like over here, the section, you can session that starts your section anyway. And you do this stuff because you're going to use it. And then you got your, of course, you got your 30 minutes and seconds, right? Which is the 1800. Then you have your, what is it? Checks for an last activity, timeout, timestamp exists. Then of course you calculate the session lifetime, and of course you keep going. Then you clear and destroy the session when when it's all done. If it's greater or equal to, then you just clear it because you don't need it no more, because you know there was a problem. Not a problem, but you went over the 30 minutes, so now it takes you over the timeout. So that when you're ready to do something, it's gonna give you that message on the timeout. You already showed you that already, right? This stuff right here declares and destroys the session. Then you got to redirect it to that page. That's it. It's just as simple as that. What's that noise? Why is it going? And then when you update the last activity timestamp for the current request, where is it? Like right, where is it? Right here. So that way you get the last, the next one, like once you do all these things. And that's just another way of catching you real quick. And then you got the JavaScript frontend, right? That's the immediate redirect, which is, where is it? Right here. No, was it here? No, the dashboard. The dashboard, I'm sorry. That's the one we're doing. What is it? Maybe I should jump all the way down real quick. Oh, okay, right here. And this will be a JavaScript. Will fit throughout this whole screen right here. These are all the other fields. Where is it? Where's the one that, oh, right here. Right here. You see it right there. From here to here. Right? And that's the stuff that you need, man. So the PHP code only runs when the page loads. And if a user, again, sits on the supply, what is that, dashboard for 30 minutes without clicking anything, nothing happens visually until you finally click a button. That's it. And that's what I mean, I couldn't show you that because I really want to wait till 30 minutes. Now to make it automatically, jump to the login page, and the exact seconds the timer hits that 30 seconds, and then we add a simple JavaScript timer to the main footer and of course your layout pages. 30 minutes in seconds, that's 30 times 60 times 1,000, that's your 30 minutes. And that's about it. That's truly is about it. And of course you got your timer, it's already running, clear it. And if you set the timer to redirect for 30 seconds, you do this and it sends you right back out. Simple as that. That's how simple this is. That's how simple this is. Anyway, I hope you understand. What will be the next? The next video is going to talk about. I guess we're gonna start doing the reports, unless I think of something else that's got to do with security. I mean, still haven't. Don't remember anything else. I mean, I'm pretty sure we got it all. Yeah, I think we got it all. So I guess we're gonna go to. Let me see. Yeah, I guess we're gonna go to the reports because we're gonna need reports, different reports, and I guess that will be the next videos. Thank you for being patient. I hope you learned something from it. If you want to comment something in there in the comments, go ahead. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe. Until next time. A good night.